Today's Manna. 가스펠라이프 철치 데니얼 킴 목사가 보내드리는 시간입니다.
Hello to the friends and family of KCBS. My name is Daniel, serve as one of the pastors at a church in Chicagoland, and thank you so much for joining today's Manna. I don't know about you, but there are times where we have to really work with people who we dislike. There are people in our life where we just don't match and you guys are not in the same vibe, and sometimes you believe in different things, and maybe sometimes you feel like you're with some enemies. I think it is impossible to find a job where you like your boss, you like your manager, or even the pastor who you work for. It is extremely impossible for you to be able to work well with every single person who is in your team. And today, you and I must remember that although you and I see and encounter enemies in our team, it is important for us to remember Luke chapter 6, where God really tells us and challenges us to love our enemies and work well with one another. Luke chapter 6, verse 27 to 28 says this, "But I say to you who hear, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, and bless those who curse you, and you pray for those who abuse you." When you see the big idea here, you remember that Jesus doesn't say that you have to feel the love. Jesus doesn't tell you to feel the emotion of love, feel acknowledged, feel encouraged, feel known by the people, but rather what he's challenging us to do is to show the love, even to those that you do not like. And the reason for this is because love is not about the worthiness, but it's more about your identity. Your identity as a son and the daughter of Jesus Christ. It is important for us to remember, for us to show the love to other people, even though you don't receive or even feel the love. The three things that I want to talk about here in this moment is first for you to remember that Jesus assumes that we're to have enemies. Even in the church, you see Jesus is not shocked by the conflict, but rather you see here in this text that Jesus always enters with grace. In the New Testament, we see a lot of battle that's been going on in the seasons that his life where he is just challenged by the people in the church who was breaking the culture, who was breaking the gospel, who was just incorporating heretic and just terrible ideas in the church world. But even in this moment, what we encounter here that Jesus does is he always enters with grace. He always shows forgiveness to the people, even in the church world. And the second thing is for you to remember that the love is active. Love is active, and love is not emotional. This is why the New Testament always incorporates and also invigorates an idea of love in action. A lot of the times when you encounter a married couple, come to the therapy and even counseling, is because of the communication issues, where the words don't match the action. And there are times where we see in our life where we encounter time where we feel like we tell God and we tell our neighbors that we love them, but there's nothing in our life that really shows them about our love and our hurt towards the people. This is why you remember that love is active. Love is shown through action, not through the emotions. And it is important for us to pray, important for us to bless others, and also for us to do good for the people around us. And something that you must remember is love is not a noun, but love is a verb. Love is not a vibe. Love is not an emotion. Love is not a noun, but it is a verb. It is something that you show to your kids. It's something that you show to your friends and you show to your parents. And lastly, when you pray for someone who you hate, you invite God to rewire your heart. Love is not something that is just done by your nature. Sure, it is about the identity, but it is not just done because you feel like it, but rather it is a choice that you make. And it's an action where you invite God to rewire your heart because you can't simply do it, but God can. When you forgive your enemy, when you love your enemy, when you choose to love and forgive and show love towards your enemy, you are inviting God to rewire your heart. You're inviting God to rewrite your story. You're inviting God to keep your momentum and your love towards God going because he is rewiring and rewriting your heart. And lastly, I want to end this time for you to be challenged with just think about the one person that you cannot stand through your work, through your friend, whoever that you're thinking right now. I want you to just take a moment and just ask God, saying, "Hey God, what is one thing that I can do today to bless others and to not curse them?" I want to encourage you to choose to forgive them, choose to love them, and not only pray for them, but for you to show them, for them to see Jesus inside you, For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. And the reason why he did this is that you to get the eternal life. And I want to just encourage you here at this moment for you to love your neighbor and love your enemies just like you love yourself. Thank you.
지금까지 가스펠라이프 철치의 데니얼 킴 목사였습니다. 성경이나 예수 그리스도에 관해서 더 알기를 원하시는 분은 시카고 기독교 방송 전화 847-583 영원 구원으로 연락 바랍니다.